All right, welcome back, ladies and gents, to another installment of Dragons of Icespire Peak. We have almost a full crew. Just gonna have one more kind of join us here in just a second, but we left off last session with our adventurers having had a little bit of a party exchange, quite a bit there. Actually, they went to go help out some dwarves at a lost dwarven temple. A couple people didn't make it, but we ended up gathering a few new party members in the process as well. They got sending stones was some of the treasure that they got, but now they've come back to the town of Phandalin to claim their reward from the townmaster Harbin Wester. And that is actually where we left off. Is where they were is when they were doing that exact thing. We bid adieu to Uman as well, so Uman is no longer moving around with the party at any rate, but they did meet a tabaxi named Paz, and Paz was actually just kind of eyeing over a job that was on the job board at the townmaster's hall, considering doing it, except not certain about doing it alone. And then all of a sudden, these people show up. So that is where we are at this point in time. Is there anything? I guess I'll just leave it to you guys. Is there anything you guys want to do now that you're all at the townmaster's hall? You've gotten paid for your last job, and you are looking at the next one. That quest was it's up on the roll 20. No, 50. Yeah, 50 GP. Yeah, 50 GP that you guys split between the. You ended up splitting it between the five of you, I suppose. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would have been. Yep. Ooh, kind Furbolg. All right. And the job board that you're seeing for the people who are watching the stream, the job board that you're seeing, the last one that appears to be there at the moment is the Gnomon Guard. It's called Gnomon Guard Quest. That's what it says right there on the job board. Clan of reclusive rock gnomes reside in a small network of caves in the mountains to the southeast. The gnomes of Gnomengard are known for their magical inventions, and Harbin Wester thinks that they might have something with which to defeat the dragons. So he's made this job to get whatever you can from them. If you can bring back something useful and don't want to keep it for yourselves, Townmaster Harbin Wester will most definitely pay you for it. AKA, go get some magic stuff so that you can help out the town, theoretically, with the dragon that seems to be in the region. No, you guys just got back to town. You haven't gone to relax anywhere yet. Yeah. Oh, no, I don't think you guys got a chance to go to settle in quite yet. You guys just went straight to Harbin Wester, got your job, and then we're gonna go settle in afterwards, I think. Oh yeah, you did that, but you haven't had any other rest since then. You would have had it would have been about a 6 hour travel. All right, so Well, it doesn't really say, so you might have to actually go talk to Harbin about it. And Harbin has actually just finished talking with that one particularly. There was a lady that was talking to Harbin, that he was, well, it was kind of an eye roll thing that he was giving about how urgent she was about, I don't know, lost beats or something like that. It was not a major issue that she was talking about, and Harbin was obviously put out by it. But she is now just left, and so he is currently still sitting in his in the town master's hall. Beets, yes, as in like the purple ground vegetable. Mm-hmm. That's right. So Harbin looks back up to you and says, "You lost most of your party at that dwarf temple. Are you sure you want to do another one?" He just kind of puts his head down, kind of shakes his head. If you're willing to give her a shot, we could use all of the magic that we can get. Keep Phandalin safe. And so he proceeds. It kind of pulls out a quick little map for you. She kind of points out some of the foothills that are just around the south and east sides of Phandalin, and kind of directs you to kind of south and east. Points out a couple of places that you can keep your eyes open for. Gives you some what you feel are pretty decent directions. He says, after you get past these hills, you'll see that it looks like it's a little stream that's coming out of the mountains there. And then once you see that stream, get your ears open, because you'll hear the waterfall. And the gnome caves are in that waterfall area. You Yeah, like Texican accent. That's what you were going for. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, it really was. Oh, we don't have everybody in here. Hang on, why can't I get your guys' sound on this? Hey, this is a good time for me to find that out, though. What's in my ears? Why can't I hear you? There we go. Yeah, give me a say hello out there to the interworlds. That should have fixed it anyway. Oh, that did not fix it. How about that one? There we go.
Hello there,
Welcome back.
fellas. Good evening.
And here we go.
How are you? I'm back. Sorry. I had to drink a little water. I was a little parched. We got a new cat friend, and our Uman's gone, and I'm sad about it, but, loss hits people differently.
Hey.
Met him like 2 days ago.
Very much.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
We attach to people quickly.
So, if you are ready to make your way, do you guys need to get anything on your way out, or you guys feel like you're ready to go?
Is everyone with us?
We don't have quite Sky. Sky's not quite online yet, but he will be very shortly.
I know, like, we probably use a lot of rations and whatnot, and, so should we, like, make it clear that, like, we went and got more rations and whatnot?
Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
We did need a refill on rations, actually.
Yeah.
Rations, and do we need any more torches?
I believe I had 14.
Oh, he has a ton now, actually. No, because you all gave him your torches. Remember? Because you guys don't need your
we gave him 14, yeah.
Yeah. Is there an alchemist shop? Like, is this a big enough kind of settlement where there's anyone that makes potions?
What you have seen so far, in Phandalin is basically two locations that are shops. There's the Lion Shield Coaster, which is not the... it's like a Walmart of Faerun, but not quite as well packed. Most of the things you're going to find in there, you're going to find some weapons in there, you're going to find provisions like rations, bedrolls, things like that. But you're not going to find a lot of magical artifacts in there. The other shop, Barthen's Provisions, is kind of like the mom and pop competition, and much the same kind of story, although they're not likely to have a whole lot of weapons, but their provisions like tents and rations are probably going to be a little bit more competitive because they're not being shipped in.
Gotcha. Alright then.
Any specific shops you guys gonna go to?
I think that's that.
I'm okay.
Because I want her
I'm
potion.
good. I'm a monk. I don't need anything.
Yeah, right, dude.
Welcome, Sky.
Oh my god, I don't have rations. Hey, he's in.
Alright, well, I think we're ready to head out unless you, little gnome fella, would you like to do something?
I'm all cool, thank you. Let's go find a dragon and some treasure.
Alright then. Huzzah! And then,
All right. And so you take the same road that you've been taking out for pretty close to every other quest. You kind of walk right past the Phandalin Miners Exchange. There's a couple of people who've... it looks like there's a couple of people inside as you're walking by, but it's still relatively quiet at the moment. Mostly because it's now getting close to mid-afternoon. You figure probably anybody who would actually be using the Miners Exchange are probably still out prospecting. So you carry on your way. You kind of follow the directions that Harbin Wester gave you. Kind of veer towards the hills. So kind of in relation to kind of give you a bit of a lay of the land here, the first mission that you guys decided to take was to warn this midwife that this dragon was in the area. You ended up having to deal with a manticore, and that was actually right on the side, right on the west edge of the hills that Harbin has now actually told you to walk in the middle of. So you're now going to the going to the east of your original location, walking between the hills, out towards the mountains. And I'm just going to get who's going to probably be the person who's most likely keeping watch through all this.
I'll keep watch.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me.
I'm at the front, but...
You're at the front.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep, perfect. So, go ahead and roll for me a perception check.
First roll.
Nice
Hey,
roll.
not bad.
Ew.
Let's see here. And, alright, so, as you guys start making your way out, kind of taking stock of of your surroundings, trying to kind of go between the hills, maybe a little bit halfway up the hill, so that if you needed to get to high ground really quickly, you could. But not doing an awful lot of elevation unless you absolutely had to. The hills are relatively grassy. There's not a lot of trees or from time to time, but it's not like you're pounding your way through a forest by any stretch. Relatively open for the most part. The weather's nice, actually. It's quite sunny. There's just a breeze coming in from the west, so you can kind of get a little bit of the salt smell off the sea coast, off the Sword Coast. But it's a relatively nice, gentle, relatively warm day. And so you carry on south and east. The only time you do kind of get a bit of a chill is when you happen to be on the east side or the lee side of the hills. But aside from that, it's nice. It's a nice day, and it doesn't take long. It takes you a little while. It takes around 5 hours ish before you start to hear the trickling of a stream, kind of right where you expected it to be. And so now you can see the stream. Anything you guys are going to be talking about along the way before I carry on?
So, Paz, we're probably going to be fighting, enemies and whatnot. If you wanted to let us know what your capabilities are, so we could be better equipped to assist you and have you assist us.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty good at hiding. Actually, I like to think that I can see things and places that no one else can. You need someone to be silent or a bit more. What can I say? Fast and dexterous. I'm the guy for that.
Understood. All right. We have another fast and dexterous kind. That tall fella back there. I point to Morgar. Or gesture over.
What is? I don't think I caught your names. If I could ask each one of you.
My name is Stephanie.
Zabnik?
Lissy, and he's showing his little pet lizard, his familiar.
Okay, that's the. So Zabnik, the gnome. I'm assuming.
Yes,
because
I'm a forest gnome, and I am taught in the ways of magic. I went to school for it, even the school of illusion. Sorry, enchantment.
Very good.
I finished my studies there, aced everything. As you can see, I can hypnotize people as well.
Good to know. Anybody else?
I'm Thaddeus Do Darkscale, but I believe I told you my name before.
Yep, that's right. Nothing wrong with double checking, though.
Yeah.
What about that faster fellow, as you said? Looks up Morgar. What is your name, big guy?
I'm Morga. I am Pop.
Okay,
Work, work.
good.
All right.
And that's right.
I'm Fearbolg. I come to be known as Traverse, or you can call me Fearbolg.
Verbolg or Traverse. Okay, good to know. Alright, we keep going, I guess.
Yeah.
You go by
All right.
Furbolg?
There's no need for names.
But what happens if we find another Furbolg?
More Fearbolg. Other Fearbolg.
More Verbolg.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Or you can call me Traverse.
Let's go.
All right. Yeah. Let's go.
I'm just writing down that because that was hilarious there. Okay, so you guys carry along, and you do find the stream. It's not wide and certainly not deep either. You guys could easily walk across it if you needed to, except for maybe Zapnik. Zapnik might have a little bit of a go for it, but but the rest of you guys wouldn't have too much troubles getting across this little creek that seems to be coming out of the north face of the mountains. And you just decide to follow it as was directed by Harp and Wester. It doesn't take long before the mountains start to get a little bit to kind of become the significant view of what's in front of you, and you can hear the waterfall off in the distance. Little while later, you guys get kind of follow this winding creek out towards the towards the mountains. And when you get there, it is a fairly strong rock face that kind of surrounds both sides of the creek. And
Whoa, that's way too
and you are now able to see it, I believe. So I'm just going to put her all up on the right spots.
Whoa.
Hang on.
Better map.
Get it so that everybody can see all of the things. And there we go. Huzzah.
Those mushrooms down there?
There are indeed. So let's get here. So you found this stream. It's been kind of a slow uphill all the way along the way. You can see that the waterfall that is now well inset into those mountains. They've kind of carved out this very natural concavity. The
Right. So we gotta find these gnomes, right? They're in the cave, but we gotta find them.
mm-hmm.
Your audio's gone on Twitch, by the way.
Oh, audio's gone on Twitch. What the heck?
Oh.
Oh, we're back. We're good. We're good. We're good. I hit the wrong button on my OBS. This is also a learning experience for anybody who's watching the stream that how not to do certain things sometimes. All right, so you guys can carry on following in that stream if you wanted to.
Yep. We'll head down, I guess.
All right.
Someone else take the lead. I don't know if these gnomes will like me.
Mm.
I'll take point.
I'm a gnome. I could go in and talk to him.
I'm a gnome. Sorry. You said it. You said it. You said the line. You fucked up.
And so you guys kind of start making your way towards it. First person in, if that's going to be Zapnik, I'm going to ask Zapnik to just to roll a quick perception check for me, please.
Nice.
Alrighty
Change my
then.
name.
Is it the good or the bad?
It was lovely. All right, so you do, of course, you do see these mushrooms, but you also start to notice as you kind of get closer and closer to that cave mouth, a bunch of different cave entrances. One kind of here, one here, and one. You do see a rise here, so you predict that there's another one here. And then because you do see a bridge all the way at the back, right in front of that waterfall, you do see some here as well. They all look like a pretty sharp climb to get into them. Like some of these are like 30, 20 feet tall climbs to get to these holes. So they're, the cave entrances are quite high up. The only one that really looks like it's an easy way in is this one, but you can probably, if you feel like you could climb it, then you probably could get into some of these other holes too.
Lizzie, this looks like a job for you. You're a good climber, so go out and scout for me a little bit. And Lizzie has 20 feet climbing speed.
Ooh, very nice. Okay. So here we go.
Yeah.
So you go ahead and send Lizzie where you're going to send her. We're going to simply say that it kind of goes stealthily.
You know, he's a little lizard, so he can manage it. Guys, I can look through the eyes of my little friend here, and I can also hear through his eyes. But that means my sight and hearing are gone. So please keep an eye on me and maybe pinch me in my arm if there's anything alarming I need to know, and then I'll come back to my own senses again.
Morgar's just comparing the size of his hand to the gnome to sort of work out like a pinch would probably be, you know, squeezing his entire arm. The size of his fingers. It's just like, maybe not.
And I take Lizzie on my hand and I put him on the ground.
Okay, so Lizzie's there for you.
Right, and he isn't a good swimmer, so.
Okay, well you do, now that with Lizzie's vision, you do see the cave entrance here. It would take a little bit for Lizzie to get up there, but Lizzie could very easily get up there. Okay, and under. Did I not give Lizzie vision? I did not give Lizzie vision. There we go. So, climbing up, and it's a fairly sharp 30-foot climb, and roll a stealth check quickly for Lizzie for me, please.
Should find the tiny lizard.
Alrighty. Well, let's just see what we get here. Give me one moment. Great.
I'm back.
Great. There we go. And let's see here. That one. Ooh. So as Lizzie kind of gets up into this entranceway, a rock gnome kind of looks up from where it looks like they were actually kind of bedded down a little bit, and kind of looks at Lizzie and squints his eyes at it.
I will walk up the wall high enough so he cannot reach me.
Okay, kind of looks at you a little bit longer, and then kind of taps the next one. And you understand what they're saying because you understand gnomish,
Right.
but you're saying, "Hey, look, don't get those around here often." Oh yeah, you're right. You don't. Where? Why? Wonder what's bringing them here. So they're just sitting there watching Lizzie.
And he licks his eyeball. Meanwhile, I can talk to the other guys. I will say,
I can see some gnomes working there in the cave. I think
He's
it's
sleeping
about,
actually. There.
oh, they're sleeping. Okay.
So I can see them sleeping in the cave over there. It's about, I think, 6 of them, as far as Lizzie can see now.
Can you hear us? I don't think you can, right?
No, he cannot.
All right.
And,
Does someone want to pinch him?
Lizzie, over the wall, walks back outside and returns to me.
All right.
Get Thaddeus. I think you should be the talking man for this one.
Yeah, my specialty. I'll push in front of everybody. Hello?
Well, and as soon
Anybody
as
here?
as soon as you shout that out, well done. Yeah, as soon as you shout that out, you also happen to notice that there is a gnome sitting on that ledge that Lizzie just came out of, looking out at you, and there we go.
Oh, I see.
And kind of looks kind of terse in your general direction, and then kind of looks back over his shoulder, and you can't really tell what he's saying, but you do hear that he's saying something.
Gotcha.
Super meta, and I've not been paying attention about what we're doing here again. What was the assignment we brought?
Okay, so the assignment was to try and find some magical artifacts that you could take back to Phandalin, preferably with the idea that it could be useful in protecting the town against whatever dragon attack may occur.
Yeah, I remember. Sorry.
Sigh. It's whatever.
Yeah, so he just kind of the gnome just kind of looks back over his shoulder, and now you've got another one that kind of appears out on that ledge as well, and they're just kind of talking to each other. They're not really responding to you at all.
Hey, greetings!
I shout in gnomish.
Oh, and now one of them looks back out and says, "Greetings. Where are you from?"
Me? Oh, I'm from Eglarond.
And the two gnomes. Yeah, the two gnomes looking back and forth at each other and shrug.
Could we maybe have a talk with you, one of you guys? Come on out. We don't mean you any harm.
They're still very standoffish. It's not like they feel like like it looks like they're afraid of you, as it is so much that they don't seem to have it doesn't look to you like they're they feel like they have the authority to talk to anybody, but they still stand out there on the ledge because they've got this curiosity going on. And
Pass, I think it may be you. I don't think they've seen a naked cat before.
Okay, if you say so, then I guess
Maybe smile at them.
walk forward and try to look as nice as I can.
yeah, all right,
Just
and
like not to hear, and just stop.
yeah,
And then just
they look back at each other
smile and
again,
just,
and
like hand motions to like I just wave my hands kind of thing.
yeah, they look back at each other again, still shrugging and kind of chittering amongst themselves. And then finally, the one that's
It's
out
okay,
closer
he
to the ledge.
It's okay, he doesn't bite. You can pet him if you like.
Okay, and then after a couple of the one that's out closer to the ledge. So what are you doing here?
Translate.
And that'll be to that'll be
no.
to Zapnik. Yeah.
Translate what?
Oh, sorry. They're asking what we're doing here.
Oh, then I step forward a bit more, like to here,
Okay.
and then I take out oh my god, this is gonna look horrible, but in his head this is fine. He takes out his where is it? He takes out his light hammer, and then points at it, and then points back at them, and then points back at us, kind of thing. He's just kind of signifying, in his own way, like weapons you got, we need.
Hey,
I know that's not appropriate, but-
the one on the edge there kind of looks back at you, kind of curious dog, cocks his head a little bit to the left, kind of look, and
It
says,
says it's hammer time.
he says,
Yes.
our caves are already built. We don't need to build any more. Oh, perhaps. He kind of looks back to this other one. Let's talk in common. And then they actually switch to common. You know, we speak like you do, right?
Oh, I don't know. We didn't know that. And then I look
We
back at
weren't
everyone.
acting
Okay,
like it.
they look
So now-
fine then.
You want to help us build more of our caves? We're already done.
I look back. Everyone, just come forward a bit. Let's have a normal conversation.
Hi, I'm
I guess I'll
Zepnik.
step up to you.
You guys all introduce yourselves.
Yeah, well, I'll step forward and introduce myself.
Yep.
At the oh, carry on.
Harbin Wester sent us out your way.
Again, the two gnomes look back towards each other and shrug. You say lots of funny things. Do you? You said Zapnik, and then they go kind of list through yours. I'm Nyx, and this here's Quippy. Hi. And they don't really look like they're trying to have a full conversation. So you're not looking to build caves. What are you here for?
Okay, I guess we'll just say it straight, right? And then I look back at everyone, and then look back. Well, the thing is, there is a, back in the town of Phandalin, there is a quest, right? So, and in that quest, we hear that you people have magic weapon. Is that correct?
Magic. We have trinkets and things that help us do our work. I don't know about magic. You probably would have to speak
to... Pardon me, you probably would have to speak... Oh gosh, where's the name? There it is. To Fibblestab or Dabbletop. They're our main inventors. I don't know that they do magic things, but they do make things.
Sure. Where are they?
They're just in their workshop. Can you get up here?
Are we all allowed, or do you only need one of us? We want to make sure you feel safe. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think that's probably not going to be a problem by the looks of things, except for that tall one over there.
And points to Morgar.
That one's... I've never actually heard one talk in common before.
Look back at Morgar. Oh, no, I'm just gonna whisper like, just say something like you're nice or something.
I'm friendly.
You can pet him too if you like.
Well, that's unusual. If you can get up here, then I can kind of point to you where Fibblestab and Dabbledub are.
Okay, I'll get up there.
Are they actually big enough for me to get in?
You are super quiet, Morgar, right now. So, but you are the rock face that you see that they're standing on. The ledge is 30 feet above your head right now. So you'd have to do a little bit of a climb to get up there.
I can climb.
Sorry, Morgar, you're still really quiet.
Alright, give me a second, I'll try and fix that.
Sure.
Yep.
I saw his face. I saw his name just showing up on the stream. That's how I know he was talking, but I couldn't tell what he was saying. What did you say there, Paz?
Oh, I was saying I'll climb up there because I got 20 foot climbing speed.
You have a 20-foot climbing speed. Yeah. Okay. So you'll just do it then.
I'm a cat.
I'll just wait here if you don't mind, Pass.
Bring over the what do you call it, Lizzie?
How's that? Can you guys hear me now?
Nope.
No. Still interesting.
Barely.
I tell Lizzie to crawl on your shoulder.
Okay.
I'm looking along and hearing along what's being said.
Alrighty. So,
Okay.
so now as you come in, you do see a little bit more of what's inside this little space. A couple of spent campfires and now actually you look to one side. There's one that's actually trying to get lit in one of these little corners. Looks to you, Paz, like this is the place that they tend to relax and sleep. Whoa. Okay. Oh yeah, it was the description of the familiar. Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I can. Let me get some of my friends up here, and then I'll go back here, and then I should have rope, right? Everyone has rope. Do I?
Have an explorer pack.
Yeah, that's generally use explorer pack.
Yeah, if you
You
got
should
an
have
explorer
rope.
plaque, you're probably pretty good to go there.
Cool. I don't have that. Here's a scholar's pack.
You got a book of lore then.
How tall?
Okay.
How tall is the cliff side, or
30
how
feet.
tall is it? 30 feet.
Yeah, so if you have 50 feet of rope, then it'll extend quite nicely. Have to
I was
tie it off.
thinking, is it possible for someone to throw rope up? Like, no way, right? 30 feet. Oh, no.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll climb down.
Yeah, I was about to say, you
you're
climb
a
pretty
cat.
easy. I don't think.
Yeah. I'll ask, anybody have rope? I can help you guys
I
up.
do.
All right.
I'm not
Let me-
hanging my rope.
I could probably just hop on your shoulders and bring me up like a
yeah, you
baby
could
chimp.
probably do
How strong are you, Paz?
that. I got +2 strength.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, then we'll just simply say you could totally do that.
Okay.
Paz, is
and
that
then
your
with
last name
the
now?
rope-
Did you put your last name on there?
Yeah, I just put it in.
Ah,
Because I
okay.
just saw Zapping had his, so I was like, all right.
It's now on the stream. Haha.
Nice. Yeah. So who gave me the rope?
The Fearbog.
Okay. Yeah, with the rope, I climb up with Zabnik on my back.
Sure.
So I'm assuming Zabnik got up here, and then I'll put the rope down, so then some of them can climb up here.
You're holding the top of the rope, I'm hoping.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and climb on up then, guys. It'll be a very easy strength check for you to try and do this. Go for it. That'll be Thaddeus, Morgar, and Traverse. You'll need to do the strength checks. You can make an athletics if you wanted to.
I don't have to do it?
You know what? We really ought to have you do it too, especially with what Morgar just rolled.
Okay. Oh. Athletics or just strength?
Athletics is fine.
Okay. Phew. Proficiency.
Yeah, okay, that'll balance it off then. Okay, so Thaddeus is Traverse is the first one to be pulled up. No problems, despite the size. Thaddeus is the same. Morgar has a little bit more troubles. His long arms don't seem like that they would be a major problem for climbing until he has to actually do kind of belaying on his way up, and then he's leaning way further back, and so it kind of pulls you off step for a second, Pats, but you're able to actually get your footing underneath you and help him grab his footholds to get him all the way up. So you guys are now all the way up. We're going to get you guys. There's kind of tight quarters up here, but you guys do all eventually get all the way up onto that ledge. And you can now see these... right now, Zapnik, now that you're in here, you kind of feel a little bit embarrassed because you realize that the ledge that you've just crawled up into was their bedrooms. And so you didn't go in the front door. It was like you kind of climbed straight in the window into somebody's bedroom.
Oh.
That's kind of what it feels like to you, Zapnik.
Seems like we figured
by the way,
out the wrong
Thaddeus, you're
entry.
muted.
Yep, I know.
Oh, my bad. Right.
Sorry, I'm eating snacks. I don't want to just be crunching away.
So what am I seeing around me? Like classic gnome bedrooms?
Yeah, rock gnome bedrooms, so you're used to seeing them just kind of built into the sides of caves or at least know about it at the very least, and campfires. Yeah,
Silly rock gnomes always sleeping under rock. Give me some leaves and twigs and much better.
and Nick says, "It's a life. You get used to it." Anyway, so if you wanted to find, if you wanted to find Pibblestib and Dabbletop, just go up those stairs down. Just go up those stairs to your left. You'll find them.
Okay. Anybody want to lead?
Probably not me.
I mean, can I do an insight on these Raknu?
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, sweet. Just seeing if they're like, from how they're acting, like if they're being like honest and truthful and whatnot.
Sure.
You're gonna ambush us.
Oh, I have nothing. Okay, so.
All right. So when you're kind of trying to pay attention to how these guys are responding, you're getting a very much Alicia Silverstone kind of stunned and dazed and confused look from them. That's what you're able to tell.
Gotcha.
How high are the ceilings in here? Because they're all known.
Yeah, because you guys
That
are
is a
huge.
great question. I have to remember.
Yeah.
I don't think they're
You guys are,
very
like, rolling
tall.
at this point.
Yeah, they're not very tall. They are.
It's like,
Well, no,
you
they
guys
are actually pretty tall.
Eternally
They're-
prone.
Yeah, they are pretty tall, but they're not. But they're tall for gnomes. They're about 7 feet high. So
How
it
tall
still
are you
feels
guys?
shallower than most doorways, but still.
Morgar. How tall are you, Morgar?
I'm 7'6".
Oh yeah, so you're ducking everywhere
Yeah,
in here.
You got that gamer posture. I'm
guys hear
exactly
me now,
7
or-
feet. So, like,
Gandalf in the Hobbit home.
Hey, Wolftan with the follow. Thank you, buddy. Good to see you.
hey, thanks for the follow.
Am I still super quiet, guys?
No, you're much better
No,
now.
you're fine. That's perfect.
Okay,
Very
great.
nice.
Alright.
So who's gonna lead?
I don't mind leading. I'll be right up here in the front.
Okay.
Alrighty. So yeah, it's just a simple stairway. It's obviously not much further. Like it's about 4 feet wide, going up these stairs.
Wait, is this going downwards or upwards?
Yeah, downwards.
Oh, downwards.
Yep.
I'll go here then.
And getting around that
man.
corner.
We just follow along.
Fearbolg shouldn't have had a big breakfast.
Oh, shit.
And
They're all
coming
over the
around the
place.
corner, you're kind of hearing a bit of an argument in here between two of them, between two rock gnomes. There's and it's in gnomish, so only if you understand gnomish do you actually understand the argument. And so definitely Zapnik is hearing that they are talking about kooky inventing ideas, basically. So you hear one of them. It's obviously kind of a female kind of sound in there. She is saying,
But yeah, that idea is absolutely stupid. You can't come up with a sanity ray. How do you come up with sanity rays? That's no better than a fart gun. Seriously, why do I live with you?
and the other one says, "Well, how else are we going to deal with the king?"
I would like a fart gun.
And they whip back around. They see you guys enter.
What? Who are you?
Who are you?
Oh, well, we're here to... We're just trying to talk... Sorry, I'm actually blanking.
I whisper.
Oh, we're here to talk to that inventing fella you just mentioned, actually.
You mean us? Probably. I'm Dabbledob.
And I'm Fibblestib. We do a lot of the inventing in this area. So,
I whisper
But
to Morgar.
who are
in the
you?
back. I whisper to Morgar in the back and saying,
I think they have problems with the king.
Well, we're here for some magical items. We were sent here by the town master in Phandalin. I don't know if you've heard, but there's a dragon problem around this area, and we're here to get some magical doodads to try to alleviate the situation.
all right. While you're there, Thaddeus, seeing as your first one in, I'm going to get you a real quick perception check.
Okay. Perception check. That's deception, and that's perception.
All right, so what you're seeing, guys, your perception rolls are wicked awesome today. I love it. 21. Okay, so
Hey.
with your lovely perception roll, you're able to quickly see around the room. It's quite a. I didn't put it in the map, but there's quite a clutter of half-completed inventions. You can't even really discern what the purpose of these things are, but there's pardon me, work tables strewn about all over the place. They have just these random artifacts on them. You do recognize Tinker's tools on there. There's a 10-foot high ledge across the room that kind of overlooks the rest of it. And that's what that little outcropping there looks like. It's 10 feet up high, and you can see a door on the other side of that 10-foot high ledge. And inside that ledge, or on that ledge, there's also a wooden pedestal, and you can see a leather-bound book on that pedestal.
Does it look important?
It's on a pedestal on a 10-foot tall ledge, so yes, it looks important. The Fibblestib and Dabbledob are kind of looking back and forth at each other, and with your perception roll, you can see that they do not look as though they are comfortable with your presence, we'll say. We'll put it that way.
Oh, sorry to intrude, but we're really just here for assistance, like I mentioned before, and if you want us out of your hair, we're more than willing to leave, but we are here for a purpose.
see.
While you're talking, I'm going around the tables and looking at all stuff, touching
Okay.
stuff.
I'm
And
assuming we're all in, I guess, then, at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'll be right here talking to him.
okay, Fibblestib is gonna come to who's the one that's playing around on the tables? Is that Zapnik?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What does this do? What does this do?
and so Fibblestib will actually go through the process of explaining what the ideas are. It's obvious as you're talking to them that they haven't got any of these ideas finished. There's one idea for a machine that will produce a black drink that is supposed to provide you with lots of energy. There's another one there that's supposed to be kind of like this tabletop thing that's supposed to make bread of some way, shape, or form. But they aren't working yet, and none of them really have gotten fully completed. But what you're actually kind of intrigued by is this strange thing that looks like a crossbow, but it doesn't have any place to load any bolts. But your attention keeps on getting drawn up to that book on the pedestal.
but my intention was to distract one while Thaddeus was.
And Fibblestib is actually going to be with you and going to kind of pointing out things and wanting to share his ideas with you, but also wanting to not let you touch things at the same time. Meanwhile,
Just to the
I
hints.
know that feeling.
Meanwhile, Dabbledobs is the one that's kind of talking to Thaddeus and them.
I don't know. Is there a particular kind of thing you're looking for? We have lots of things that we've created.
We're looking for items that are offensive in nature, not offensive, but offensive.
Like weapon items.
To try to, for battle.
see.
Or extremely strong defensive items, if that is something that you have.
Well, we have.
As our threat is massive.
We have. I think one of our best items that we've got. They're not really weapons. We don't have need for those. We usually just make things that are going to make our lives easier. So we have our crab walkers. They help us move the larger things around, like our barrels. But that's pretty much it. I suppose.
Can I make an insight check on that?
Yeah, for sure.
Because we've been told otherwise, like directly otherwise.
They're hiding shit.
You are watching as she is kind of glancing back and forth between. So this is Dabbledob that's doing the talking. So she's glancing back and forth between Fibblestib and the book and each of one of you guys very furtively, as if to say, I don't really want to share my information with people. But they're obvious. You're also certain that she's not lying. She might just be withholding.
He got that. Can I roll to see if I got that as well?
Sure.
No. Sorry. All right. I need to stop eating snacks because it's distracting.
It's actually, I think my noise gate isn't catching. Well, maybe it isn't. So, as a cat, you are particularly attentive to one item that on the let's see here.
Do it.
There's one actually that produces. Zapnik picks up one thing, and it's this it's about the same length as a. It looks like a miniature scroll case. And it has this little switch on the side. And as soon as Zapnik kind of says, "What does this do?" and he kind of presses on the button, there's a really small beam of light that starts moving around the cave walls. And so you are totally paying attention to the light.
Looking at it.
You found a laser pointer.
Wall.
Yeah.
Try to hold myself.
I move it over the wall to the left and to the right, obviously noticing the passes following the movement.
Yeah.
And
Well, our friend here, our furbolg friend over there, he knows quite a bit about magic and whatnot. If you'd, I believe he has some questions for you as well.
Well,
Yes.
Okay, so the guy I'm talking to is the guy is below me in front of Traverse, right?
Yeah. So that's the girl there. I don't have girl pictures. Sorry. That's the female.
Yeah, it's fine. But I can't really steal it because she's paying attention to it.
That's one I'm
So
talking
like,
to, right?
it doesn't matter if she
That's-
doesn't see me steal it. It's like it's on a pedestal. So if it's missing, like we obviously fucking took it.
Right.
Is that the one I'm talking to as well?
No, you're talking to the one.
No, you're
above me.
talking to the fella. You're talking to Fibblestib, who is the rather unusually deep-voiced gnome, and then the Dabbledob is the female gnome that's in there. They're both and Dabbledob is the one that was looking around. Fibblestib is trying to stop you from playing around with all his toys, but after a little bit, Dabbledob's is actually kind of shying. She was shying away from Morgar at first, but he hasn't done anything to make her feel completely threatened. She finds it unusual, and so she's still looking at him, but she doesn't have this aura with that 16 insight check of I'm in danger. She just doesn't want to share information, but she does eventually say, well, if you guys are mages, then why do you need magical items?
Well,
There is a big dragon in area.
Well, if you want magical items, you would have to go talk to a king, but I'm not sure how well that's going to go.
And Fibble said, Dabble!
Well, we are not going to get anywhere with your stupid sanity race. We got to come up with something.
Ugh.
What's going on with the king?
The kings, they're both having troubles right now. King Korbas, he's not himself, and he's kind of made Nerkly not do what not be able to be king either. Like, it's unusual. We're kind of just living day to day with this weird thing going on with the kings.
Kings.
Yeah,
Kings, yeah. King Korbas and King Nerkly. They're the ones who run Nomengard. They're usually inseparable, but they've been a bit more inseparable than usual.
What were the names?
Korbaz
Gorbaz.
and Nerkly. Good luck spelling those. They're gnomish names.
And Nerkly.
Nerkly, yes. I'll give you a hint. It starts with a silent G.
Oh, nice. Good Nerkly. I always write phonetically anyway, because it's not like you guys are looking at my notes.
There you go.
Wait, did we all notice the what's it called? Invented crossbow or whatever on one of the work tables?
Oh yeah. If it wasn't Zapnik waving it around, then it'll be Fibblestib trying to hide it. It'll be obvious.
I look at the woman and I say, so, well, that's the only weapon you have. I thought you said you didn't need any.
It's not even a weapon. That's his stupid sanity ray. It's not going to work.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Sanity ray.
Sanity. He thinks that he's going to shoot the king with that crossbow with absolutely nothing.
It's not going to be nothing. It's going to be some sort of magic that's going to release it.
Oh, it's not. You can't even do that.
Who has it right now?
Fibblestib will
who
probably
has it
have
right now?
Is that a DM question or is that?
Yeah, DM question.
Yeah, probably Fibblestib.
Fibblestib. I ask him, can I see it?
And at this point in time, you realize he's kind of hugging it, and he looks at you and kind of reaches out to pet your arm, and then realizes what he's about to do, and then gives you this strange crossbow contraption. You can go an investigation check to see what you can discern from it.
Sure. Investigation.
Yeah.
Great. I'm rolling perfectly.
It looks like a crossbow where the what would normally affix a bolt to it has been removed.
So how? So tell me, little gnome, how does? My God, the accent's horrible. How does this work? Could you show me?
Well, it doesn't work, you know.
And he kind of looks kind of ashamed. She's kind of right. It doesn't work yet, but it's yet.
So it's just a like a crossbow frame.
Well, yes. And she, and the Dabbledob just kind of raises her hands up in the air and says, and does the "I told you so" kind of head shake that you oftentimes that I've seen my niece give me so many times.
It's okay. At the very least, it's trying to innovate. It's something different. It is the beginning of something new.
I suppose.
Thank you.
I look at the book that they were I guess nervously eyeing, and then I say, "What's in that book?"
It's the magic of Novengard. It's really just a book of spells, pretty much. It's not a weapon. It was something that could be a weaponized, really. I mean, if you needed to learn something, that's a good place to go, is to a book. But it's not something that we would part with by any stretch.
May I glance at it?
Are you asking them?
Yes.
Well, come on up, I suppose.
And so Dabbledob will actually climb up that, and she kind of scrambles up that 10-foot rock face without too much hassle. Travis, because of your size, I think I'm probably just going to say go ahead and say you can do this too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think a gym class in back of the Fear Bowl camp, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I'll get up there eventually.
Well, and you do see that that doorway that at the back of this ledge as well. But okay. The book, as she kind of leafs through it and to show it to you, it does have some pages in it that are in a language that you're not familiar with, but the rest of them that do have there is some stuff there in common as well, and so you can see in there that there is a number of spells that you're familiar with. Burning Hands, Detect Magic, Identify, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Shield, and Sleep are all listed in this book. That in common in a way that you can actually read it.
Okay.
Wizards.
Now, some of those you already know, like the Shield, the Sleep, and the Detect Magic, but the other ones you aren't quite familiar with yet.
Okay.
Anything interesting?
I guess I'll ask, like, is there anything in here that you think that you can help the kings become themselves?
Not really. I mean, sleep shuts them up for a while, but that's pretty much it.
What if we were to go talk to the king?
Probably not a bad idea. If there's anything that there was going to be magical, it's definitely going to be one of the kings that have it. So, sir, if you wanted to, you could. And who knows? Maybe you guys have a little bit more knowledge than we do. Maybe you can help figure out why the king is going all loco.
Hold on.
Loco Poco.
Sorry. Oh, dude, I'm actually choking. Sorry. Just the idea of the Latin influence here in the front.
Gnomish isn't Dwarvish, so I guess I should have gone a little bit more Welsh, but that's okay.
Where would we find these kings?
Oh, well, they're kind of on the other side of the caves.
Well, while this is happening, can I inspect the? Since I have proficiency in mason's tools, can I kind of just by sight check the wall? Because it's all rock, right? It's a mountain.
Yeah.
This whole area.
It's just a basic door.
Check like if there's no, just in general the whole area, right?
Oh, yeah,
There's no
okay.
rock because it's a mountain. Yeah. Can I check for any like hidden compartments or little cracks that seem that could be hiding something?
Yeah, you certainly could. That's an investigation check.
Any-
Are you trying to do it subtly, or are you trying to do it just like right out in front of everybody?
No, the subtly. Yep. English word.
Okay, so we're
You
gonna
said
go
it
for 2 rolls then. Go for. Let's make this a sleight of hand check and an investigation check, and we'll see where we go from there. Okay. And actually, I need to correct something. They wouldn't have said that on the other side of the caves. Deeper into the caves is what they would have said.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
So
sorry.
it's still same
just-
side, just deeper and.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so what is it? It's sleight of hand, right?
Sleight of hand. Yep.
Sleight of hand. And
An investigation.
an investigation.
Or is that? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
So you are very good at making your way around the space without anybody noticing that you're kind of searching around for little spaces or little unusualnesses. Unfortunately, you're not able to find any.
No advantage for Mason's tools, no.
No. Well, Mason's tools advantage would be if you're trying to actually use the tools, not if you're
Okay.
trying to go with stone cutting or something along those lines. Stone cutting might have helped, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
After a little while, Zapnik, Fibblestib is starting to kind of get to the point where it's obvious that you're not going to stop touching things, and so he says, and so he simply says, after a bit, well, maybe you are interested in some of our other items. There might be some things that could be useful, I suppose, in our storage room.
No, I'll be happy to look around.
Right? And so he would guide you up the stairs here, which I can't see on the Roll20, of course, on the stream, I should say.
We've annoyed them enough
Yeah.
to give us a good view of other items.
That's pretty much
Nice.
right. Yeah. So, so he would guide you up into this general space up here and kind of take you into this room in this general direction. And doorways. Let's move you. If it will let me. Oh. Zooming in. There we go. Okay, got it. All right, there we go. So he opens up the door, and inside this space, and so you got a bunch of you guys now coming in here. Inside this space, he starts kind of pointing out a few things. Lots of clutter again in here. And he says, after a couple of pointing out, a couple of moments pointing out a few things, he's actually, perhaps, bless you, perhaps you could just take a peek and see if there's something useful in here for you, because really it's in here because it's not useful to us.
Oh, sure. Just if you could give me 10 minutes, and me and my friends will ruffle through everything, and we'll get back to you.
Certainly fine. So he just kind of hangs back by the door. And so after a little while of kind of rifling through all of the items in here. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
In the 10 minutes of buying myself time, I wanted to prepare detect magic as a ritual.
All right. Yeah,
to,
ritual
to
cast.
be able to see if there's anything magical popping up in my sight after the 10 minutes.
Okay. And so you see a bunch of contraptions as he's casting this detect ritual spell. You see a number of contraptions that kind of look like miniature spiders with like crates on their backs, and then some larger versions of that as well. You also, but they don't seem to be doing anything. You see what looks to be the makings of a pulley system that's just all tangled up in the corner. By the time you
Those
guys
are
get
all things that are glowing up from like a school of magic.
no,
or?
these are all things
Right.
that they're noticing while you're still casting detect
Okay,
magic.
yeah. Okay.
So once your detect magic is actually all closed up, and you've got it completely finished up, you do get a bit of a glow from. Let's see here. Give you the right school while we're at it. This will be a. So you'll see a. Oh gosh. Yeah, you'll see a small glow of abjuration in one corner, and then you will also see a transmutation glow in another corner.
Which school were you from again, Traverse?
What was it?
Which school did you go to?
Divination.
So
I can see some glowing things over here. What does this do? I ask him, and I pick up the aberration one.
And so what you've picked up actually is a amulet of some sort. Let's see here. Do I have a sheet for that? That would be sweet if I had a sheet for that. Hang on a second. I do. Oh, but it doesn't have a picture. That's too bad. Okay, so you see an amulet of some sort. It looks to you to be to include some tiny interlocking gears, and it looks like it's powered by magic in some way, shape, or form. You put it up to your ear, and just to see what's going on, you can actually hear some really faint ticking and whirring noises coming from inside it. Without an identify spell, you don't necessarily know what it does, but you can definitely tell that it's something.
And the other one was transmutation, you said?
The other one is a transmutation, and it's actually a 10-foot long pole.
Would.
Oh, you got a pole here as well. I think these two are the only magic items I can see in this room.
I want to go ahead and cast Identify on the object.
Okay, so that will take you another 10 minutes. By that, during all of those, unless you're doing it like like you're actually going to cast the spell.
Just a ritual sort of spell, sort of thing.
Excuse me. I think I'll need a little bit more time to identify what these objects are.
Okay, and he's kind of looking slightly impatient at this point in time. But
How much
he
do they
nods.
cost if we buy them?
Well, you don't buy it from me. Sorry, wrong voice. You don't buy it from me. You would have to talk to the kings.
Oh, all right. But can you tell us more what it does? It's laying in your storage. I assume you invented it?
Not everything in here that is something that we invented. We usually actually just take these items and use them for creating our own stuff.
But can you tell us something about it?
Not that one. I don't know anything about that one. The pole, it's a pole.
All right. Could you give us just 10 minutes more, please?
Yes. I do want to see if I can get this sanity ray to work, though.
What do you think? What do you think you'll need for it?
Well, I need some way to be able to contain some kind of artifact to be able to contain some form of it to expel something, and I need, well, come to think of it, I might need some help from a magician. And he starts looking at the magicians in your groups, and then he kind of his demeanor changes. Take your time.
Go ahead, Traverse.
Yep.
Okay. While that happens, I'm gonna call over Paz. Hey, come here.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get like right in the corner? Yeah. I'm gonna reach into my shirt or into my leather vest, and I'll pull on my chain, and I'll pull out my god's symbol. Like, do you know what this is? And I'll turn my little medallion, and it looks like a coin, like a silver coin. But when it flips over, it's heads. So it's heads on both sides. you know what this is?
Would I know?
Go ahead and roll a
No.
religion check.
Alright, let me check. Religion.
Jesus,
Perfect.
dude, your rolls
I
are
love these rolls.
trash.
This is perfect.
Wow.
Even with
So-
advantage, that would have.
You're pretty certain it's a silver piece.
That's a very nice coin. Collector's edition or something? Oh, wow, that was horrible. Collector's edition or something?
The accent's good. You're fine.
You slurred.
No, you ever heard of Tamora? She's
Tamora.
the Lady of Favor, a trickster god, bestows favor for eternity.
Now that one you will actually recognize, Paz, because as you were coming into Phandalin, you walked by a shrine, and in the main square-ish of the community. And so in that main shrine space, you came across a lady, Sister Horael, who introduced you to the goddess Tamora at this shrine. It didn't really mean much to you at the time, except for to say that you met a nun. But aside from that, you recognize the name Tamora.
Yeah.
Oh, I do recognize, I guess, the name Timora, but it's a religion I don't really accustomed to back home, you know.
Well, you seem the tricky type yourself, and I think you'd enjoy your presence. Take this, and I'll hand him one of the sending stones.
Oh,
Take
fun.
this.
You seem the sneaky type, and if you ever leave us and you need me, just talk into it and we'll show up. Or if you need to transfer information, out of all of us, you're most likely to be the one that leaves the group.
Most
I
likely to
understand what
die
you mean.
first.
Sorry, say again, Paz?
No, I just said, wait, how much does it weigh? Oh, I just put half a fucking thing.
It fits in your
say,
palm.
It's like a little rock.
Barely anyway. I say, okay, yeah, you're most likely right. Thank you. I'll take it.
No problem.
And I'll just pocket it.
At this point in time, the identify spell will probably been wrapped up.
Yep.
So your
Yep.
identify spell, you identify both of these items. One of them is called a clockwork amulet. You can use it to make it when you make an attack roll while you're wearing the amulet. You don't have to take the roll, but can instead choose to take a 10, and you can do that once per day kind of thing. And the
Yeah.
pole
Pearl, by the way.
Oh.
Not to be a party pooper, but
Say that again.
it needs a pearl.
This one apparently it didn't say that actually on my lovely little sheet.
A pearl worth at least 100 GP and a owl feather, actually.
For your clockwork amulet?
No,
For the amulet?
For
Identify.
identify, apparently. Yep.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you not have? Oh, you don't have that thing.
No, I don't have a
he
pearl.
broke.
I just have a
Okay,
gem.
so you can't pass that. Yeah. Okay, thank you, components. Thank you. Okay, so you don't know what those
Good.
things are. Haha. Nice try. But in any case, yeah, my bad. Thank you for catching that. So, yeah, I suppose you probably wouldn't have taken too much time to do all of that then extra. So you've now kind of pieced through this. A lot of it is just scrap metal or scrap chunks. The pulley system, the strange spider walker thingies. This amulet and this long pole.
That's they're magic, right?
You do know that the amulet and the pole are magic, but you don't know what they do.
Perfect.
I
That's better.
apply a little bit of lipstick on my mouth and flinker my eyes towards my fellow gnome, and I will try to persuade him.
Yeah.
Seems like these items are worthless. Why don't you let us just take them, keep them out of your pile, gives you some more storage room over there. They're just dusting away anyway.
Okay, you can roll a persuasion check.
On
With
Uh-oh.
advantage. Boom.
Oh my god, dude!
Wow. All right. So, at this point, all right.
Damn, dude, you're a piece of shit.
Okay, hang on a
That's
second.
crazy.
Very nice lipstick.
Yeah, dude. You're the hottest elderly gnome.
Yeah. That minor illusion, you know. Okay, so Fibblestib is gonna look at you. At first, he's just kind of going to. No, you know what? Actually, he's just simply say, kind of do the pensive kind of pondering look. Well, I usually have everything run past the kings first, but seeing as they're not really all together with it, tell you what. Let's do it this way. If you can figure out why the king has lost his marbles, then you're welcome to take these. Simple as that.
Sounds like a plan. And by any chance, could we then later also borrow that spellbook that you guys have lying around there? I mean, me and Traverse would love to sift through it for a few days and maybe copy some magic from it. We'll return it to you guys when we're done with it. What do you say?
You can stay among us if you would like. We have plenty great cooks in our caves. You can be well fed and such. But the book stays. You're certainly welcome to peruse it, but the book stays.
We could actually do that. Just chill over the nose for a few days.
No new persuasion check? I mean, the spell lasts a minute.
Well,
I'm hostile.
so for the duration, you have advantage on all charisma checks. A creature prone, blah blah blah.
Only
Very
in this
persuasive at the moment.
Yeah, in this
You just-
particular case, you were fantastically persuasive. However, there are certain things that even a friend wouldn't allow you to borrow away from them.
Right,
No.
it's gonna become
But he is
20 in a
friendly
minute for
enough to say you're welcome to use it.
What about a lover?
I'll take you up on that
Deal with it in a minute.
offer. Take you up on that offer.
Should I? The throne room is just that way, and he kind of points down the hallway, back out the hallway that you guys came, and out to the left.
Oh,
You're
it's convenient.
welcome to meet the kings, and if you can convince them to let you to take these things so that I don't accidentally get in trouble, that would be mightily friendly of you. But you're certainly still going to take them, because I doubt that the kings are even going to notice. But it'd be, backup plans and all that. Lizzie is still off in the other room, eh?
Not leashes in my beard.
Okay, Lizzie's in your beard. There we go. Okay, cool.
I smear the lipstick off my mouth with my sleeve and drop the spell.
All right, we should probably see your kings, huh?
All right. And he says,
Wait, you
just that way.
said
I'm going to get back to work, though.
they're not acting themselves, right?
Pretty much.
When did that start?
Oh, it started. Gosh, a while ago. Not too long. Certainly not more than a 10-day ago. But it has happened somewhat recently. And Korbaz just. He seemed particularly protective of Nerkly. But nobody can reason with him, and he's not even holding court or talking to anybody anymore.
Interesting.
That's why
Alright.
nothing's happening around here.
Sorry, say that again.
Is that why nothing is getting done around here?
Oh no, there's lots getting done. You're just on the side. You're just interrupting me from my work, and interrupting Fibblestib from her work. And this is also the play. So far, by the sounds of things, you've only made it through the places where people sleep. So it's obviously going to not look like we're doing much. But you should meet the cooks. They're incredible.
We will in a few days. I apologize for that seemingly offensive comment. I guess we should head out, huh?
Perhaps.
Lead the way.
I guess we go to the king.
All right.
Or is everyone else gonna say something else?
Yep. I'm ready.
Oh, let's go see the king.
Okay, so he gestures to turn left, and so you see a double doorway there. The doors are not locked, so it's easy to just simply open up the doors if that's what you choose to do.
Wait. I tell everyone. Well, I look at Zapnik and say, Zapnik, maybe we need Lazy. They might be discussing something in gnomish that we are not gonna get. You know, maybe give us a little bit of an insight, you know.
Sure, she can stick around.
Found a little by the way. If I pick up Zapnik and some time, then suddenly the whole map becomes visible for me.
Interesting.
Off.
That's that we get to blame dynamic lighting for that.
I'll just try not to do it.
That was weird. Yeah, I was noticing that something funny was going on there, but that's right. Yeah. Well, and the caverns are well lit. Like there's torches everywhere, so you don't have to worry about carrying your own stuff. There we go. There's Lizzie. Okay, cool. So we'll open up that lovely little doorway for you, just a smidgen, so that Lizzie can get through. Okay.
Yep.
Like
a finger touch.
Yep. And okay, go ahead and peek Lizzie through there now. And Lizzie goes through. You close the door.
Way to the right, up on the wall.
Okay. And so inside this room, roll your perception check.
Wisdom, right?
Yeah, for Lizzie though, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So Lizzie sees in this room it's empty. There is a large stone dais across the room from the doorway that you just entered, and there are on that dais there are two scrap metal thrones. So these are thrones that are made of scrap metal, sized perfectly for a gnome. And that is pretty much it that you can see from this angle and this from this vantage point. It's empty though. There's nobody in there.
Looks like nobody's home, guys. The throne room is empty.
Oh, there's nobody in there. I'll open it and just open the door and peek in.
Okay. Yeah, and the room is empty.
Alright, I'll walk in.
Alright, in you go. It really is.
Okay.
Fully empty.
Anybody need help? Well, I'm up to help somebody if you want to check for anything weird around here.
Oh, you don't trust your rolls, is what you're saying? Okay.
I'm low-key crazy.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
He
with
doesn't
a
trust
plus
the roads.
5.
Morga's not enjoying being in these caves.
On your way into that room, you hit your head on the doorway because it's a little bit lower than the 7 feet of everywhere else.
I'm so perceptive.
This time.
Hello, anybody home?
Anything?
Nothing.
Anything weird here?
Audience with the king.
I'll check the seats. Anything weird around here?
Investigation check.
Allow this actually gets okay. I don't have any.
Oh,
baby!
All right, so you're actually rather impressed at the intricate work put into these thrones. It is obvious that they've been made from scrap metal, which doesn't sound like it's all that elaborate, but the way that the scrap metal has been kind of woven together to create kind of a pattern in the work, it's rather intricate. But that's all you find is thrones.
All right. Well, they're not here. Let's
They
let's
went
ask again.
to
with-
poo.
Maybe. We'll check. Let's go talk to our friend and ask him where they could be.
Sure.
Hello, little gnome fella. You out here?
When you sit, coming back down that hallway, you do actually see Dabbledob, the female gnome, back into the same argument and conversation with Fibblestips. She could,
Is the door locked from the storage room?
from the storage room, the door is locked again. Actually, that door should be back closed. You're right, thanks. But the door was locked there. Yeah.
Is there... Do I see any cracks that Lizzie can get through?
Let me find out. Give me 1 second.
Wait, did we have those items, or did they not let us take them?
You want me to try and let Lizzie grab that amulet?
You didn't take the rests. And no, the storage room is very tightly locked. There is, if Lizzie were a spider, that might be a different story.
Yeah, but then he's not strong enough to carry an amulet. So.
Mm-hmm.
The door's locked, guys. Never mind. Best to leave it. They're letting us walk around now without any supervision, so that's not spoiled.
True.
Freedom we have.
So Dabbledob will turn to Traverse, who's in the room right now, and Paz, and say, you didn't get an audience with them?
He's not there. And none of them are.
And the two of them look back and forth towards each other and shrug. As you kind of it seems to you that they do an awful lot of body language conversations, these gnomes.
Mm.
And Dabbledob will turn back to you and say, well, I don't know anything about where they've been, but they do have their own sleeping quarters further up into the caves.
Maybe we go check.
Well, I feel like that sounds kind of rude on our part. We already broke into their bedroom anyway.
Good point, says Dabbledob. And, give me 1 second. And so she kind of starts running kind of through you guys. And makes her way... yeah, kind of darts around you guys just a little bit. Almost halfling-like, but not quite. She kind of goes down the hallway and out of your view. And down from down the hallway, you hear a King Core boys, I'm sorry to bother you. Core boys?
Should we follow?
Yeah, let's move up.
Yeah, and as you're just coming back, she's coming back towards you guys too, and she just shrugs at you.
I will go up here then.
Okay, and you see a door. It's a fairly thick door.
Can I get in?
It is locked.
Might be something.
You think everything is okay with your king?
After a couple of moments of just kind of getting yourselves acquainted with what's going on, you finally hear from the other side, "Go away!"
Any cracks or anything we can slip a lizard in?
Not on that door, nope.
We're here to seek an audience.
Who are you?
Pizza!
I am Fearbolg.
Was that you, Dabbledob? Yes? Be careful of them. One of them might be the shape changer.
Shape changer?
And immediately she kind of gets suddenly shifts her gaze and starts looking super nervously around you.
Shape changer?
Yes, shape changer is what you had heard. And she's I think I'm can you let me out, please?
Yeah. We just Get out of the way.
All right. And she kind of darts around and kind of jumps through the doorway out the 10-foot out to that out that doorway beside Thaddeus and slams it down behind her.
Does it seem like it's a door I can kick in? Door?
You could certainly try.
Like, I mean, is it just like a metal door, or is it just like
Stone?
Stone?
Nice. Kicking in the door of a king is a smart idea.
You've got shape changer issues. Why did that sound Scottish? You have shape changer issues.
Where are you all from? Why are you in my caves?
We're adventurers for Vandalin.
Vandalin?
Yep. You know of the mayor? I forgot his name. What is his name?
Harbeck.
Harbin.
Western.
Harbin, yeah.
Harbin Western.
Harbeck is a different character from a different campaign.
Yeah,
Harbin. Yeah, okay. So, so he, from Fenelin. How do I know you are who you say? Hang on. Who do you say you are?
I am Fearbog.
There is a cat, a lizard, a gnome, and a firbolg.
I'm missing one.
Actually, there's 2 lizards.
Yeah. In quote.
Where'd Morgar go? Where are you, buddy?
Yeah, what
Tell him.
There you are.
oh, my bad.
There's a cat on top of me.
Oh,
Gotcha.
like-
Okay.
Mm.
And
And a bugbear.
bugbear. Wait a second. There's a bugbear on my caves. Why are you all weird
Nobody's
shapes?
dead.
We're here to
a lot
cause
of
no
variety.
harm. We just know there's a dragon in the area. We come to seek help, even if it costs gold.
Dragon? You guys are saying nonsense. There's gotta... One of you guys gotta be the shape changer. Get out of my caves! Get out of here!
What shape changer? What is that? Explain yourself.
I don't have to explain myself to you. You know who you are.
I try to get by the door, and then I kind of like put my foot against the door to make it audible for him.
Okay.
Then I say, "You better stop talking real sense right now, or we're gonna kick this in and show you what a mimic is." I mean, wait, no, a shape changer, not a mimic.
Okay.
In an attempt to intimidate him into talking about it.
Alright. Roll your intimidation check then.
Proficiency. Ba-bang.
You should have just
Oh,
told
yeah.
them that the door's about to shapeshift into rubble.
Okay.
That would have been pretty good.
That would have been pretty fun. Yeah, okay. So you hear back. No, don't come in.
So talk. What is it? What is this shape changer stuff you're talking about?
There's something is eating us.
Eating?
It was yeah, something is, and now that you're getting that close to the door, Patch, you're actually going to hear a little bit of this as well. It's kind of a muffled voice. Can't really tell.
Oh shit. Maybe we should kick in the door, guys.
Is anyone strong enough to kick in the door?
Oh, I mean, we have
Morgar.
hammers, I think. I think we have some sort of, like, weapon to...
Morgar's Dexy boy.
Morgar looks the strongest. He's biggest. He's as big as a brick. I don't know.
True.
I don't know any words, man.
Is the hallway,
Yeah.
like wide enough for 2 people to, like, kind of ram the door? That way it's, like, better chances?
shout
It's pretty
gnomish.
narrow. It's in Gnome. It's a gnomish mountain. Yes, so go for it, Zapnik.
shout in gnomish. Tell me in gnomish if everything is fine or not.
And so now the rest of you guys hear some strange speak from Zapnik, and you do hear some other strange speak back. I don't recognize your voice, but we're safe in here.
Oh, he says he's safe.
It didn't really sound safe, my friend. It's like somebody's muffled or something. Tied up, maybe.
I'll have to be
It's
back.
for his own good.
For his own good. Explain.
I don't like the sign of it. Just kick in the door, Morgar.
It's the only way to make sure that he doesn't run into that shape changer.
Get it.
Pressuring me to try and do it. I don't have the strength to do it, but I'll give it a shot.
Alright, here we go.
Okay.
They're
Strength
going to be
check.
athletics.
Yeah, athletics will work.
Big dude, come on, man.
Oh.
Not tonight, guys.
Boom. You make impact with it, but it doesn't budge.
Do
Suppose, yeah, I'll give it another shove. If he's not going to open the door.
He is not. He's just gonna shout back. No, don't come in. We don't want the shape changer in here. Get away.
Can I help him with that?
Yeah.
Or is it too tight?
You can roll an athletics check as the help action, in this case. And so, like normally, if you had said that before he started pushing on the door, we would have taken his advantage roll. But because you're now helping, you're going to do your own athletics roll.
Yeah. Oh, so both of us have to make an
No,
a
it'll
roll?
be.
Yeah.
It'll just be. Is it Pat's that's helping? Is that who that is? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm helping. Yeah.
Yeah. So Pat, why don't you?
Oh, so I
It'll
have
just
to
be
roll.
your athletics roll. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, so between the
That's
two
good.
of you guys, you
Okay.
both give it a little bit more of an extra shove. Paz, you're able to find a little bit more leverage, whereas Morgar is able to get the brute strength in, and the door opens, and
FBI, open up.
let's see here. Yeah, the door opens, and inside you see two gnomes. One of them holding his hand over the mouth of the other one. But in a loving, protected embrace kind of idea. As you barge in, he immediately pulls the two of themselves back as far into their room as you can. There's a large post bed on the left-hand side of the room. Let's see here. And yeah, there is a. They're both wearing a patchwork cloaks. They both have jagged metal crowns. One of them has kind of been knocked off and is kind of sitting askew on their head. The one that's being grappled, basically.
In gnomish.
Excuse me, Kings. Sorry we are busting in, but we're just looking after your safety.
And
We are here
as you
to serve you.
And as you guys all burst in and Zapnik makes his way all the way into the room, you're startled by something. Zapnik does not look his usual self.
Huh?
Zapnik is blue.
Nani?
Very blue. Like all of his skin is shining right through his fur. It's blue.
That doesn't seem right.
You sure you're Zabnik? And then I step back.
And immediately Korbaz kind of gets into a protective grip, kind of puts himself between one of them, I should say, one of the kings puts themselves between the other one and Zapnik. Says, "You're the shape changer," in Gnomish. The other ones don't necessarily know what just got said.
What's
And then
happening, Zabnik?
And then he looks to you guys and says, "Do something about it."
I trust
Zapnik?
Zapnik. If Zapnik says he's alright.
You blue, Zapnik.
Should I be surprised I'm blue, or?
You
Not
would be
really, right?
surprised you're blue.
Does he know he's blue?
What's
Like,
going
he's
on
skin
here?
himself?
Get back!
I've no clue what's going on, guys. It's not me. It's not my magic.
I mean, can I use my detect magic as it's a fearful trait? One sec.
Sure.
1 second, I'll pull it up. It is. Why is this not? Okay, fearful magic. It's pretty much a detect magic spell. I can cast it once per short or long rest.
Okay.
Put it in the chat.
Okay.
Do the icon.
I think that I did the right one there.
Cast attack
Yeah,
magic,
there you
disguise
go.
self with this trait, using wisdom as your spellcasting modifier. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So, there is a bit of an aura of. Wait a second. The school of magic is not easily identifiable. It almost looks like it's a kaleidoscope. The aura that's going around Zapnik right now. It's not that Zapnik himself is glowing so much as it is his skin is just simply a azure blue color. But
Can I roll an Arcana check on it, maybe? Or?
yeah, you can certainly do that. But he does have some sort of strange magic about him right now. Zapnik, you're familiar with the concept of wild magic and how it can have all sorts of strange effects whenever you cast a spell of a certain level or higher. And it kind of clues in, oh, I did detect magic earlier on. And therefore, I might have triggered some sort of wild magic effect. Maybe there's some here.
I think it's glowing because I have a connection to magic, guys, and there may be some. The force is strong in this room.
Like what? What could it be?
Some wild
Anything
magic,
in-
I
anything
assume.
specifically?
I suspect it's
I'll look
wild
around.
magic.
Does anything look off? Anything look off in this room? Like anything look weird?
Actually, Traverse is starting to look a little bit off. His skin is
Yeah, 'cause
turned
he
into a
just
bit of a darker shade of blue too now.
And I will experiment with it. If I walk backwards towards the door we came from, does it fade away again?
It does not.
But what is this, Kings? What's this trickery?
And he'll look back to you and say, "What do you mean trickery? It's you! You're the shape changer! Get him!"
I'm
Kinda just-
No.
I'm a gnome.
I roll an insight check to see if he's trying to just make us attack one of our companions or if he's just crazy.
Yeah, certainly. Go for it. Right, roll your insight.
I'm not rolling no insights.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yes.
You
What's in
can't.
the rolls?
It's really odd. You can't place what his motivations are. The only thing that you're able to get from him is that he is most definitely concerned for the well-being of the other one, to the point of he's willing to lock him up to protect him.
Can I do an insight check to help him out?
Yeah,
All right.
it wouldn't be a help him out. It would be you're doing your own version of it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
23.
Yeah, he is genuinely afraid of you, of the blue gnome, and is now actually looking a little bit more wide-eyed at you as well. Afraid that you guys are actually
Okay.
shape
Let me be
changers
honest.
coming after them.
I
Meaning,
am.
you feel like that he's also not really altogether there with it either, though, with that high roll.
Okay, I'll admit, I'm a shapeshifter. I'm actually a bush.
Oh
Minor illusion on myself, turning myself in a bush again.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, hang on.
But there's nothing to fear. I'm a friendly shapeshifter. Probably not the one you're looking for.
Alright.
The other king, is he like bound with his mouth shut, or is the other
Yeah.
king just holding his?
Yeah, fully tied up, bound with his mouth shut. Well, his mouth wasn't shut. Sorry, no, his mouth is shut, actually. Okay, I gotta
You know
see
how hard it is to not do shenanigans here because like I'm like a very truthful fearball like I can't
Yeah.
I can't lie. And like, I want to disguise myself so bad and be like, "Hey, I'm the shapeshifter. Give me all your stuff, and we're." But I can't.
All right. With you turning into a... All right, so get myself into character myself. When you turn into a bush, just poof right in front of him, he immediately pushes back against the other king with his arms outstretched to protect, and as he takes a step back, you notice that his cloak is a little bit wetter, and so is the ground underneath him. He is absolutely like pissing himself scared of you right now. And not even looking at anybody else right now. He's looking at the bush, just staring and completely lost. You're not even sure if he's aware that anybody else is there anymore.
I'm gonna run to this wall.
My dark side is slowly taking over, guys.
I'm gonna run to this wall, climb it, and then see if I can get kind of like Spider-Man above the bound king.
Okay.
And
Making
see
it the
if
nightmare even worse.
Yeah, that's like the exorcist of the hairless cat is climbing the ceiling.
Wow.
And then see if I can unbound them with my claws.
Okay, this is a sleight of hand check. Because we don't want to cause injury, so we're going to go with sleight of hand on this one.
Yep.
Now all we need is a disguise myself from Traverse to make it all complete.
All right, you're able to to claw apart the gag, and it kind of falls off his face. The other king says,
Corvus, please just relax. They can't. If we really do have a shape changer, they wouldn't just do that. You saw it. You saw it. You saw it. Corvus, please.
I turn myself into a cabinet.
I want to do something kind of bold. I want to walk up to him and give the crazy king a little slap. Like,
oh,
a little slap.
Snap out of it.
Wake up.
Into
Yeah.
the king's bedroom and starts slapping him.
So, Zapnik, you are turning yourself into a
Pissing
wardrobe.
himself.
As you turn yourself into a wardrobe, Korbaz gets slapped.
Cabinet.
Okay.
No roll. He just gets slapped.
Oh no, yeah. There's gonna be no no roll. It's just gonna be your strength mod, right?
Guys, all the things that you wanted to do towards a king in a D&D campaign, now's the time.
This is why.
I slapped a king once.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
I have my glove. Smack. No. All right.
Yeah,
So
did you
how's
come
this?
back, Thaddeus?
So Thaddeus, just as a quick explanation as to what's happening.
What the fuck happened?
So what has happened so far in the past 5 minutes? Everybody burst into the room. Zapnik's skin started looking blue. The king thought that Zapnik was a shape changer. Traverse cast detect magic to see if he could figure out what was going on with Zapnik. Traverse started turning blue. Zapnik decided to say, listen, I can shape change, and turns himself through minor illusion into a bush. The king is now very, very scared. Pat ungags the other king.
He climbs up the wall.
Yeah, climbs up the
onto
wall
its
to do
ceiling.
so.
Like the exorcist.
Yeah. And Zapnik now turns himself into a wardrobe at the exact same time that, what was it, Traverse? Is that who slapped the king?
Yep.
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 So, wardrobe slap. And I just don't even know now. So, I'm going to say Korbaz is now going to be driven
Intimidation
completely
check,
mad. No, he's already pissed himself. There's nothing left to intimidate. His fight or flight is now in gear. He is.
I'm not covering the therapy bill.
Let's see
He's
here.
going to pull Thaddeus inside and shut the doors, just so we don't have any witnesses to what's going on in here.
All right. So actually, as you try to slap him, there is a little bit of your hand is actually kept at bay away from him by way of a kind of a blue shimmer that's the kind of appears in front of him, and so you're actually your slap doesn't actually make it all the way through, and he immediately responds by this. Let's see here. Bing.
He's got spells.
Bing.
Yeah,
And
maybe taken over
bing.
by wild magic or something.
All right, so where is that? Where'd that go? There we are. Okay, so and that was I was talking. I'd had it on the GM roll. Sorry, I'll re-roll that
would
because
most
it's
likely
only
be
fair.
like right here, right? Like this is a king right here. The
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
and so the bush takes 11 points of damage.
Ah.
From
From the king.
Well, what sort? Is it a slap? Is it a spell? Did he
Yeah, like,
kiss
what
him? Did he kiss him?
Oh, it didn't come
something?
through again. It. Oh, weird. Yeah, no, it was magic missile.
Oh, damn. He's got magic missile.
Yeah. Boof, boof,
Oh,
boof.
jeez.
And that is also on the bush, on you, Zapnik.
Oh, shield.
Shield. Okay.
Nice.
true.
So,
Shields OP
yeah,
versus
and-
magic missile.
He's got a gift with it too. Nice.
there you go. And that's exactly what you felt when you tried to slap him too, by the way, Travers. So, that is also where we have to stop because we're going to roll initiative when we get back.
Damn. I'm gonna jump him from the wall.
Yeah, there you
Man,
go.
let me tell you, if I was here, I would have stopped all that from happening. Damn it, dude. I had an emergency.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. While I was doing what I was doing, I was like, I was thinking of what I was gonna say, like give this speech about, because like obviously it's the other king, right? And I would have been like, well, like you're hurting what you love, like you want to protect what you love, and by doing that, you're hurting what you love, and all this shit.
Yes, all right.
Unfortunately, you guys are actually insane.
I decided to just give in on the madness.
All right, great.
Oh, man.
yeah, so I saw you shape shifting. I knew he would be triggered by it. I knew he would do something. So I was like, all right, this dude's mad. So what if we do something to try to prove that maybe he's a shapeshifter, trying to convince other people that they're shapeshifters? And then,
So we kill the kings, we become the new
No,
kings, and we
not-
rule
not-
over the rocket.
not necessarily kill him. We don't have to kill him. It's more of
We take
we,
own a town.
Disappear. They weren't in the throne room. They weren't in the bedroom either. We don't know where they were.
Yeah.
Oh, my
You
God.
like
So-
2 kings? How about 5 kings?
but like I feel like the other person, if he's seeing this king cast magic like this and whatnot, and we can see if, hey, does this king usually cast magic like this?
Hmm.
So I feel like this is like sort of a telltale.
Yeah,
Sort of thing.
I didn't mind his approach. It already felt like he was already so on edge. It was like just something to tip him off would probably, move the scales. Maybe some sort of magic will trigger something.
Right.
Like it was too tense for it to be like, all right, we're gonna tone it down. It's like fuck it. We might as well just
Escalate.
rev it up.
I think
Just have
some.
to knock him unconscious or pin him to the ground or something like that, and let the other king
Figure
take
it out.
control.
That's funny. So we're gonna sign off here then. Thanks again, guys. Thanks for those of you on the stream, and we will see you next week. Have a gooder.
For watching.
Thanks for hosting, Windy.
Pleasure.
Whoop, whoop.